in the beginning. Before the church, before the law, before the fall. Before everything there was God. Our identity, our story, even our purpose. Everything has to start somewhere. And in the beginning, God.
Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" You get that same thing again, right? Remember what happened in the garden? Where God is walking and he says, "Where are you?"
Yes.
Right? Does that mean does God not know? No, of course he knows. He knows exactly what's happening. But he's giving Cain, even after what he has done, we see the gracious nature of God offering, an olive branch, if you will, to come clean with this. And let's, but what does he do? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, "What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. So now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand." And so he is punished severely for what he has done. What have we done in our culture today? We have so devalued life that we have made the taking of life entertainment.
Yeah, and for no reason at all in some cases.
Yeah.
Some people take life out of anger. Some
Yeah.
take it out of jealousy.
Yeah.
Some take it just for the sake of taking it.
Yeah.
And as you said, we have turned it into entertainment.
Yeah. And so I'm not one who gets on the bandwagon that says, you should never watch TV, you should never, but at some point we need to pause and realize, am I contributing to this madness that we find ourselves in? And so that's what happens. And this whole idea of am I my brother's keeper? And the answer to that is yes, we are. How does Jesus talk about this? He talks about this in a parable of a good Samaritan. And he asks, you remember, who is your neighbor?
Mhm.
All life is precious to God. That's what the account of Cain and Abel teaches us. Even after Adam and Eve sinned and they are, booted out of the Garden of Eden, God is still pursuing a relationship. And that's what this is all about. That's what our Bibles from beginning to end, that's what they're all about. It is about God pursuing a relationship with those that he created in his image. That's insane when you step back and think about it. Just the staggering implications of that a God who could speak and a world leapt into existence, the one who breathed life into, men and women, wants to walk side by side with you and I in a garden.
And even though mankind, through their actions, have rejected that same God, he still pursues.
Yeah. And what do we do with that? We throw it away because we always want to strive beyond who we are. We want to be like God. This is an ugly reality that resurfaces over and over again. This is the sin at the Tower of Babel. We want to be like God, up where we can see everything, where we can control everything, where, it's all of these things. The other thing that we learn that becomes clear in this account of Cain and Abel is found in God's words to Cain when he says, sin lies at the door and its desire is for you, but you should rule over it.
The beginning matters. Knowing who God is and what he's done, knowing where we come from, helps us understand where he is leading us.